So we're going to hit pails and rails for spinal extension. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to start Ryan up in a nice flex position. So he's going to work his way down into that camel. So giving him some feedback, we're just going to start from that lumbar spine. And we're just going to work to segment our way down into that camel. Remember, most important, guys, is that we get into a nice good stretch before anything. So thinking about positioning with that stretch, we want to make sure we're extended as much as we can be at that lumbar spine, drawing the shoulder blades back, and I'll also give the cue too of a little bit of trying to externally rotate at the shoulder so we draw the scapula down and back. And we start to work in that mid to low trap as opposed to having a lot of upper trap tension. So for the pails and rails efforts, once we've done our 60, 90, or 2-minute second hold, depending on what you've been prescribed, we are just going to do the inverse of flexion. So we're going to start by creating tension, pushing the hands and knees away from each other. So I'm going to cue Ryan to take a breath in. He's going to feel belly tension, and he's going to start to create space and try to rip the turf apart by spreading hands and knees. He's going to start that light 5 to 10% effort, progressively ramping up to wherever he needs to be depending on his program. We're going to hold this for the time allotted that is in his program. He's going to keep holding 5, 4, 3, to the end of that time, where then we want to work into our rails contraction, which is going to be pinching the hands and knees together, and he's going to try to progressively scrunch more into that lumbar spine. He's going to try to retract at the shoulder blades, create more length via that spine, working into spinal extension. So palms and knees are pulling together here, shoulders are drawing back, we're dumping into that spine, creating more length through that posterior chain. That will be your pails rails effort for extension. So once again, for our pails effort, we start by spreading the floor and ramping. For our rails effort, we try to pinch the floor together and dump more into extension. Once we've done that, we're going to hold the stretch again for 30 to 60 seconds, and we're going to ramp up our second round of pails and rails. So this is the pails rails for spinal extension.